we're back with an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV, and it's a big weekend in the NBA because the All-Star events are here. And guess what? You can also see these events inside 2K.
Ooh, I can't wait for that, but I'm also looking forward to one All-Star that's doing double duty over the weekend. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, Stephen Curry.
That's right. He'll be stepping off the court and onto the red carpet, making his Hollywood debut.
And we caught up with him while he was recording for his movie. Check it out. Stephen, welcome back to NBA 2K TV. Now, this is a full circle moment because I first interviewed you and Aisha 10 years
And for 6'8", number 33, David. At guard, 6 feet, number 15. At forward, 6'10", number 27.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. And it's Singleton in at the center position. And for the Hawks, they've got Junior, and it's Wells in at the 3 spot. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
Bates, the pass to Junior. Shoots. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Hammonds, the pass to Junior. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. And there's the drive. Oh, powered down with both hands.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. It's Wells on the wing. Fires it. And Klein pulls it down.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
Here's Christie. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Oh, stolen by Junior. Blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Here's Junior, a reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26.5 a game.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Christie. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Singleton. He shoots it. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Here's Junior. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Hawks trail by 4. To the inside. And he gets it to go.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And there's the lob. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
That pass was from far, far away and right on the money.
A serious long-distance connection right there. And it'll be Atlanta with their first time out of the game here. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, they were really able to keep their intensity high throughout the game. We never really saw them back off.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Toronto. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. So for Toronto right now, and it's Frazier in at the small forward position. On the wing, Christie. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game.
Textbook defense on display. That's exactly how you guard against the jump shot.
Well, good footwork, good assertiveness, able to put a ton of pressure on the shooter.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Here's Hammonds. What a tremendous game he played against Boston.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Christie. Trailing by 2. Yep, that one's good.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Hayward. And here's Junior. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. With the postseason in our sights now, what's more important to have? Home court advantage or momentum, Greg?
I'd argue both, B.A. I mean, if I had to choose one, I'd say momentum, just because you want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs.
Team first.
And so here is Toronto, trailing by 2, right wing. Here's Klein. And it's Toronto with another.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Bates, the pass to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? And Klein pulls it down.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Christie's shot is off.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against the Celtics just played phenomenal. He had 25 points and kept others involved. Plus, his defensive intensity was fantastic. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And Toronto calls time here. Their last encounter in Toronto.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
And with the playoffs quickly approaching the end of the regular season, so we conclude the first half. It's the Raptors leading by 8. And time now for the halftime break with
46.
And if you just join it in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Toronto leading by 8. We've got Jalen Wells, and it's Hammonds in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Oh, Junior with a block. And a fast break now for Atlanta. And he recovers it, and he's able to get it back. Here's Frazier. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Hawks shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Here's Christie. Inside. Frazier with the bucket. Frazier's got his second bucket of the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Out to Hayward. This one for 3. Right with the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Atlanta foul. Team first.
Toronto shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Toronto making a switch here. Bryant's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little 3 happy though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it. Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And both free throws good for Junior.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Here's Klein. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
To the middle, Junior. And it's Singleton with a rebound. Singleton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Toronto shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Hawks trail by 11. Pass to Hammonds. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And, man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And the basket by Singleton.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways. That time with a great bounce back.
Here's Junior, and the dunk by Junior.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's Klein. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And the dunk by Junior.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles. We just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
All right, let's take a break and take a look at which teams have been. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. but so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Demon, and it's Wright in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside Christie, pass to Frazier. Toronto passing it around. Here's Demon. Now here's Wright. And that one's good. Wright's got 11 points here in the second half.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
2 minutes remaining in the
Christie
game.
against Junior. Nice shot by Christie. And the Raptors lead by 19.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And that one, good.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Raptors.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
The shot's good.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
1 minute left in the game.
Hawks down. Bates. Second. At the line for the Raptors. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up. He's perfect from the line this time. Atlanta's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter.
Toronto foul. 4. Team's third. At the line.
First free throw is good.
Number 11. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. There's 45 seconds left in the game. Here's McCormick. Down low. And the basket by Singleton.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And Toronto has possession. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Parker outside. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Pass to Douglas. Back to Junior. No good. So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Wizards looking eager to get on the court and get to now the opening lineup for Atlanta. They've got Junior, Jalen Wells out there with Keegan Murray, and it's Hammonds in at the point guard. And for Washington, we've got Henderson, and it's Reynolds in at the 4. And as teams run through the finish line of the season, Grant, there must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they might start that process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
Hammonds, the pass to Junior. And it's Martin with the rebound. From down in the low post, it goes.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
Here's Junior. And Junior throws it down.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Now here's Fox. 35 points his last game.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Junior, left side. And the dunk by Junior.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Hayward, count that one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating. Well, he was in attack mode, but it's hard to score with a man in your shirt.
Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And it's Fox missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. And there it is for him.
I just love the ball movement.
Washington's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Washington moving the ball around. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Pass to Junior. Now here's Wells. Nice D from Henderson. Here's Fox. Fox can't get that one to fall.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Bates is checked in for Wells.
Substitution on the court.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to McCormick.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the first.
Banked it in off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Hawks leading. To the paint. Here's Hayward. And it's blocked by Martin. Here's McCormick. 15 in his last outing. From outside the arc. Hits a three-pointer. McCormick's got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
1:20 2:24 left in the opening quarter. And here's Junior outside. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Washington has gone 1 of 4 from deep. There's the drive. McCormick, the pass to Reynolds. Henderson for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Hayward with it. Martin picks him up. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
Basketball.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And here's Junior outside. Here's Bates. Buries it down low. Bates has gotten his second bucket.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
We've got Henderson, and it's Haywood in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Down low. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Oh, Fox with a steal. And it's Washington on the break. Pass to Reynolds. Here's Haywood. There's the triple. Offensive rebound.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. Here's Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Martin. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5. Hawks trail by 9. To the middle. Here's Junior. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Junior's got 10 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Fox, the pass to Reynolds. And here's Henderson. Pass to Reynolds. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. And the shot goes in. Martin's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Here's Haywood. That'll count. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. Well, these teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And I couldn't tell exactly what happened. And apparently, I guess the refs didn't get a clear look at it either. They have to get it right because this is a big moment in the game.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
And so it's Washington. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back after this word. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Washington leading by 11. Kicking off the second half. Here's Jordan on 5. Murray out there with Jalen Wells. Then it's Junior, and it's Hammonds in at the 1.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against New York was outstanding. He finished with 30 points, and his shot was on point, especially from downtown and the charity stripe. So when you look at all of that, it was obviously just a great night for him, playing with a ton of heart. Back to you guys.
Alec, great info there. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the three?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break, missing their first 3 shots.
Fox. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It's on Keegan Murray. Washington shooting their 3rd and 4th free.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Junior. Fires from deep. Rebound Washington. Reynolds has got 4 rebounds now. Henderson, the pass to McCormick. 2 on the clock. And the bucket is good. McCormick's got 16 points now.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead.
That's the end of the
Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Wizards out in front, leading by 14. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Henderson, and it's Reynolds in at the 5. That's the group for Washington right now. Washington leading by 14. Pass to Henderson. On the wing, Fox. There's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Fox has got 11 in the second half.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
And here's Junior outside. And they recover it.
Well, that's been the story here. A lot of lucky bounces going their way to give them extra possession.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Hawks. Pass to Drew. Junior outside. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Drew. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And their block numbers also stand out to me. Challenging shots at the rim has been a big part of their defensive success.
If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Sims. To the inside. And he jams it home with authority.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Inside. Looking to end this cold spell. And Junior with the layup.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
A minute 53 left in the final quarter. Fox outside. Pass to McCormick. Washington moving the ball around. Clock at 4. A step back shot. Got a piece of it. And here is Hayward. He's guarded by Martin. That one falls.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And the Wizards with possession here. They led by as many as 18. Now Barrett. Fox surveying the D. Pass to Martin. Shoots over Hayward. Misses off the right iron.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Wing shot on the way. Rebound Washington.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Wizards.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And when we look at their record, this game pushes them to 49 wins.
And so with this win, they'll end this season series dead even at 2 wins apiece.
Here's McCormick. The Wizards with another miss. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And it's Nicholson missing.
Fantastic perimeter defense. His coaches and teammates have to appreciate this kind of effort.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
So we see the Wizards taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.
Starters.
For sure. You mentioned that GOAT follows an underdog. At what point in your career did you not feel like the underdog?
17 years in, I still feel that way. Maybe the first time I acknowledged it was after the second MVP, but the spirit of what goes into my game, and I think why I've been able to extend, this longevity is because I still have that underdog in my DNA. The way that I try to work, like I have a lot more to accomplish, but nothing to prove. But that accomplished part is still that driving force that keeps me going. So I don't ever want to lose it in my head, even though the resume might.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Miami Heat. At forward, JT Moore.
Welcome to 2K Sports. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. They've got Johnson, and it's Little in at the point guard position. And for the Hawks, they've got Keegan Murray. Also Jalen Wells out there. And it's Junior in at the 2 guard. Grant, 2 teams with very high hopes for the postseason. This should be a fantastic matchup.
B.A., I've had this one circled on my calendar. Both sides have talent. They're exciting. It's the kind of game that could come down to the last shot.
Here's Johnson, and that one drops for him.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
On the wing, Murray. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
A 3-second violation. Miami ball.
Here's Little. Turned in an outstanding game against Milwaukee. Here's Moore. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. First trip to the line for him here.
Moore. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Good on both. Here's Hammonds. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Here's Junior. Rivera grabs a miss. And it's Miami's ball. Johnson on the wing. Jacks up a three. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Miami on D. 4-point game.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Rivera. Lets it go from the wing. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
And out of bounds, the Heat will take it. The Heat have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. The three. Another shot. That one's good by Moore.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Here's Junior. And the dunk by Junior.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Rivera. Following the score by Atlanta. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. With only 1 game left, let's take a look at what the final standings could look like out east. You look at the Heat, this season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at #1 as the postseason approaches. And of course, Atlanta, they're in 2nd place.
Checking out Atlanta, they have nothing to worry about tonight, and that is a tremendous blessing. No risk at this point of them slipping into the play-in, so it's full speed ahead to the playoffs for them.
And the one thing all of these point guards have in common is their ability to shoot from the arc. Let's see who topped the charts for threes this past month. Atlanta has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Oh, got that one up quick. And that's now 8 points now for Junior.
Well, the defense has got to play him a lot tighter there. He's just too good of a three-point shooter.
Pass to Rivera. Now here's Johnson. Over Junior. And too long on the shot.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Heat. Their last encounter in Miami.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And they came away with the win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
Here's Little. Hayward with the block. Hammonds, the pass to Junior. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And Atlanta has possession after the basket by Miami. Wells, the pass to Hammonds. Junior with it. Little's on him. Another miss by Junior. Miami leading by 3. Down low. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point.
Jalen Wells out there with Keegan Murray. Then it's Junior. And it's Hammonds in at the 1. So that's the Hawks 5. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against the Wizards gave them a bit of a boost. He ended up with 12 points and also helped on the glass, hauling in 3 boards. Seems to be his theme lately. Nobody has been able to stop him. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. What a commanding performance in that one. He led the charge for his guys.
Yeah, it's clear this guy is unafraid. He relishes the opportunity to take over for his team.
Yeah, so now the question is, can he do it again? Playing like that consistently is not easy.
And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Offensive rebound. Thorpe. Oh, denied by Hayward. Here's Wells. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Well, Miami shooting only 36% during the second. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
On the wing, Murray.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Kicks it to Junior. Pass to Hammonds. And Atlanta misses again. The Heat have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Johnson with a bucket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
To the inside, Junior. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Richardson's checked in for Miami.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
On the wing, Richardson. Pure from three-point range.
Richardson.
And the Heat lead by 5.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Moore's checked in for Miami. Junior, no good. Heat leading by 5. Outside Richardson. Pass to Rivera. Back to Richardson. Goes up on the baseline. It's hauled in by Hayward.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Rivera. He's covered by Wells. Little passes to Richardson. Great D that time from Junior.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Wells, that's good.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense. You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
To the middle. Here's Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And we're through the first half of play here at
Atlanta 40. The Heat 41.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Johnson, and it's Moore in at the 5. The Hawks trailing. Hammonds, the pass to Murray, to the paint. Junior, and the dunk by Junior.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
All right, a chance to check out stats for him. This is his second trip to the line in the game.
Little. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Right now, a close game in Atlanta. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Ryan?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Wells misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Johnson for 3. Rebound Atlanta.
Well, this will make you a little uneasy. Missing 4 in a row to start the third.
Great when it comes to exciting young guard. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Thompson outside. From deep, Junior. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat leading by 9. Thompson out there with Jalen Wells. Then it's Junior, and it's Bates in at the 5. So that's the Hawks 5. Inside. Here's Adebayo. Nice work inside by Adebayo.
When Bam gets it around the hoop, he knows what to do.
Pass to Junior. It's tipped. Bates misses. The Heat have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Lloyd can't get it to go.
As usual, he's laser focused on defense. That's a nice shot contest.
Yeah, that's good discipline to stay attached and alter the shot.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Miami.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active and making things happen.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Richardson. And they'll get another chance. And rejected.
It's staying active and keeping his hands moving. Murray anticipated the shot and sent it away.
A nice shot by Bates.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They're in front by 7. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. And while we have a moment here, let's take a look at our player of the game. Someone who really took over and earned this award tonight.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Well, he's getting in a groove at the perfect time, just as they're getting ready to do battle in the postseason. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Miami's coach had some advice for the team over that last break, and they told their team, no easy threes, let's guard that arc, don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Shot's good by Hammonds. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
It's stolen by Johnson. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Puts up the 8-footer to the left side wing. Here's Thorpe. Yeah!
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. All right, guys, what's your take?
They don't want to waste time here. If they can score fast enough, they can go back on D and try to get a stop instead of having to foul.
That's it. With your youth, ATL Dancers.
Here's Junior. Hammonds, pass to Murray. And Atlanta misses again. And the Heat with possession. And an intentional foul right there. Time called here. The Heat decide to talk it over. They're in front by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Team sport. At the line.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're losing by 6. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what's your take?
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
19 seconds left in the fourth. The 3. Count it! What a beautiful shot! Brings it within 3!
Yeah, some late game magic from Murray. Stepping up to the plate at a big moment. Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Third personal. Team is in the penalty.
First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6.
At the line.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game. And so Miami takes the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll
energy in the locker room.
I hear you're quite funny.
I try. Little dry humor, a little witty, but
I was
I'm not gonna be like a stand-up comic or anything like that by any stretch. But I like to have fun. Let's put it that way.
If you could be an animal or describe your personality as an animal, what would it be?
So my favorite animal is like an elephant. My wife always says I'm a slow walker. So it's like
those are the worst.
Exactly. So like that's the one physical character trait. I don't know. I feel like I'm like a worker bee too, kind of vibe, where you're always on the go, always doing something. Don't really know how to sit still. Wildly different references.
It is.
But
And
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Tonight could be the end of this series or a step towards an all-time great cup. Now look at the opening lineup for Washington. They've got Halliburton, and it's McCormick in at the shooting guard. And for Atlanta, they've got Junior, and it's Bates in at power forward. So the Wizards will get the first possession. You look at Washington facing elimination here. What do they have to do to overcome some pretty big odds against them?
Well, I mean, because so many people have already written them off this series, in a way, they really have nothing left to lose. They can come out loose, try to have some fun. Maybe that different energy will produce a different outcome.
Pass to McCormick. Takes a three. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Junior. And the dunk by Junior.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Reynolds. Shot clock at 6. Fox, that's good.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Halliburton outside. Fox surveying the D. Pass to Martin. Shoots over Hayward. Martin misses. Bates, pass to Hammonds. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. From the wing, and the shot falls short that time.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Here's McCormick. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Here's Hammonds. He's guarded by Martin. Hammond can't hit.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
Oh, stolen by Junior. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Shoots off the step back. Wells misses.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And it'll be Atlanta with their first time out of the game here.
Let's hear it for your ATL dancers. That was your Pause Dance Team. Give it up. Make some noise.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Hammonds, defended by Halliburton. Junior with the bucket.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Here's Reynolds. Martin finds Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket is good.
And I appreciate how confident Halliburton is. For a guard, he handles himself well and deep.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to catch up with Atlanta's head coach for a minute. And we talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. The coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's made. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, we love to see it. Everyone is a fan. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Alec. Hawks trail by 5. All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. They've got Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Barrett in at small forward. Here's Nicholson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Barrett passes to Halliburton. Right side Barrett. Pass to Sims. No good from outside.
Fantastic perimeter defense. His coaches and teammates have to appreciate this kind of effort.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Junior.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Here's McCormick. And the three-pointer goes. McCormick's got 8.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Kicks it to Junior from behind the arc. Here's Bates. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Hayward outside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta.
They've really cooled down from range this quarter, and it has them trailing.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want. Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Well, it's always nice to head up to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Lets it go from deep. McCormick can't hit. Hawks trail by 4. Here's Wells. The three-pointer off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that one.
The defense is a little rough with Halliburton, so credit to him.
So it's Washington leading by 17 at the end of the period. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball in.
Washington, 56.
And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. And Atlanta shooting around 41%. We've got Jalen Wells, and it's Bates in at the 4 spot. And that's the group for Jordan Ott as we begin the second half. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against Washington was a man on a mission. He dropped 27 points, and in terms of his shooting, well, mistakes and bad selections were few and far between. He had more than his fair share of ink on the scoreboard. I'm sure he wants to repeat that tonight, too, guys.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
To the inside. Here's Hayward. Hey, the slam by Hayward.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Shot's good by Hammonds. Hammonds has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure. Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Pass to Junior. Driving to the basket. Uses the glass on the layup. Junior's got 11 points.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Halliburton, the pass to Fox. Here's McCormick. A shot from the mid-range. It's hauled in by Bates.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Left side Wells. On the wing, Junior. Wells, the pass to Junior. Fires the 3. Another miss by Junior.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Halliburton, the pass to Fox. Count it. Fox has got 4 points in the quarter.
On the ball, Halliburton has great concentration. His focus is what helps him find the wide open man.
It's good.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
It's time for teaser.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. And here's Junior outside. Washington with a rebound. On the court for Washington, we've got Henderson, and it's Fox in at the point. Henderson outside. Launches a 3. Washington gets it back. Here's McCormick. And the 3 off target.
Registering 3 threes in the first half. He hasn't hit one since.
From deep, Junior.
Pops down. Bates. Third personal. Team set.
Washington making some changes. Martin, he's checked in for Henderson. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Sims. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Martin with the bucket.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Hawks trail by 20. Over to the left wing. Pass to Nicholson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Junior. McCormick with a rebound.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
To the middle. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Down low. Here's Junior. And that one's good. Junior's got 10 points here in the second half.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Halliburton against Junior. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Atlanta.
In this series setup, Game 5s are so important. A massive win for the Wizards.
Seemed like the sheer volume of 3-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And a gutsy showing that'll force a Game 6. They're not ready for their season to be over just yet.
And it says a lot about the character of this team. With all the pressure in the world on them, they come out and perform. Still 2 more must-wins in front of them, but they'll go into Game 6 believing this series is theirs for the taking.
Hawks trail by 18. Pass to Douglas. To the wing, right side. Inside. McCormick with a rebound. And Washington shooting the ball at only 35% here in the fourth quarter. Here's Reynolds. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Out to the wing. Three-pointer. Reynolds with a rebound. Halliburton outside. Pass to Reynolds. Out left to the wing. Here's McCormick. Off target with the three. And Atlanta with possession here. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And a deep three from Junior. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Good on the second one. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Halliburton with the ball. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Many league observers were starting to count them out, but tonight's effort gives them a chance to turn the tide.
It would be a major league comeback. Can they really take 2 more games in this series? I have my doubts, but we'll see.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And inside the locker room, you can sense the nervous energy around the postseason. This is what everyone's worked toward all year. And the winner tonight. Now Washington starting 5. They've got Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Reynolds in at the 4. And for Atlanta, we've got Asar Thompson, and it's Bates in at the power forward spot. And it's the Hawks to start out. Taking a look at the Wizards, well, it took a monumental effort just to push this to a Game 7. Now, do they have enough left to win on the road against a very talented club?
That's a good question. I mean, at this point, I think the physical exhaustion may take a backseat to the mental exhaustion, especially with the energy of the crowd working against them. To advance, they're going to have to be more focused than they've ever been.
And it's good. 2 points.
Yeah, nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
A nice shot by Junior.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Halliburton. Here's Fox. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
I want Halliburton running my offense. Tyrese is a fantastic decision maker.
And Junior throws it down.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
So it's Washington now, following the score by Atlanta. Reynolds. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Shot clock at 3 from 18 feet away, and he hits the jumper. Fox has got his second basket on the night.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Kicks it to Junior. Let's go with a 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to Reynolds. It's blocked. And they get it back. Henderson for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And Junior throws it down.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
The defense is a little rough with Halliburton, so credit to him.
The Hawks trailing. They've got Junior, and it's Bates in at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Wizards?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against Washington was a man on a mission. He tallied 32 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie. Great report. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Here's Halliburton following the score by Atlanta. Pass to McCormick for 3. The rebound by Douglas. The Hawks shooting 56% today. Jefferson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Halliburton right side. Oh, denied by Hayward. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Hayward. Thompson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Fox. He's got 6. Here's McCormick. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Junior with the bucket.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Washington has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. The Hawks have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Junior's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Now here's Fox. The D's right on him. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. For Atlanta, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And he makes it.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
And Fox has got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. Trailing by 2. Releases. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this way.
Pass to Junior. And the dunk by Junior.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's McCormick. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And look at the vision from Halliburton. Love seeing ball movement like this.
And it'll be Atlanta with their first time out of the game here.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
That'll do it for the first half of play.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, your Hawks 47, Washington 37. And your Hawks Youth Dance Team.
And our coverage of Game 7 continues. Intense atmosphere right now. Wizards trail by 10. And so in the game for Washington, we've got Henderson, and it's Halliburton in at the point. Fox, that's good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Three-pointer. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night now, and the second free throw is good. And he nails the third. Atlanta leading by 6. Junior, left side, from the baseline. Reynolds with a rebound. Fox outside. And a miss there on the triple. The Hawks shooting it well at 59%. Here's Junior. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Pass to Reynolds. And the layup is good off the glass. Reynolds has gotten his third basket of the night.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Junior finds Hayward. It's good. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Right at the free throw line, they get it back. Reynolds. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Pass to Henderson. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Fox. That's his 6 make in 11 tries.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Number 11, 7, Heat.
Wizards trail by 11. Jalen Wells out there with Asar Thompson. Then it's Junior, and it's Bates in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Reynolds, shot is good. Reynolds has gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Junior finds Thompson. And the shot goes down. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active and making things happen. And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
McCormick good.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, and hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Fox, the pass to McCormick. Puts up a three. And they recover it. And there's the rejection. And they're able to recover. Good on the bucket.
And they're giving up way too many second chance points.
To the middle. Here's Junior. McCormick with a rebound. Wizards trail by 10. Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
To the paint. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant one. Unnecessary contact.
Ooh, hard foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
That's a simple call for the officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic. Hayward, he's checked in for Wells.
Atlanta foul. 4.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Fox, the pass to McCormick. Uncovered. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists tonight.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to McCormick. Oh, wow!
Look out!
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Got a hand on it. Here's Hammonds. He's covered by Fox. Junior. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Third person, team second.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Halliburton's checked in for Washington. And so both free throws good. And it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Washington. They trail by 8. There's a minute 54 left to play in the fourth. All right, let's give you a look now at our player of the game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Boy, he is raising his game in the postseason, no doubt about it. Only certain players respond to playoff pressure like he has. Impressive stuff. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in their huddle. He told his players he expects more from them at the line, saying, quote, keep drawing fouls, keep getting to the stripe. But when you do, you got to make it count. Not looking to give those freebies away. Back to you.
Allie, thank you.
I mean, he's ignoring the scoreboard. He just keeps coming at him.
Well, you have to play like it's a tight game. You cannot let up in this league.
At the line for one. Bates.
.46 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to McCormick. Launches it. The offensive rebound. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Team second. Team for Washington. 2 shots.
Gets the first. first, and that brings him within 10. And he makes both free throws. And Atlanta with possession here. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
Washington foul. Tyrese Halliburton. Second. Team's fourth. At the line for Atlanta. Taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he does get the second one. And that'll push the lead to double digits. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Washington. There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Reynolds' shot is good.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
To the inside, Junior. And the dunk by Junior.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Hawks.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And for a series that went all the way, you have to appreciate their ability to close it out in advance.
In Game 7, you need guys who are going to be clutch, who are going to rise to the occasion, overcome the obstacles. They did everything they had to do.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Junior.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Halliburton for three, knocks down the triple. 29 seconds left in the final quarter. Junior passes to Hayward. Here's Junior. That one's good, and it's Hayward with the setup. And that is 31 points now for Junior.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Reynolds' shot is good.
Henderson.
And here's Junior outside. Off target with the shot. And so the Atlanta Hawks have won the series. And it took 7 games, but with this victory, they've wrapped this series up and are moving on to the conference finals.
A thrilling, hard-fought series, and they definitely deserve to be moving on after the hard work they put into winning it.
Time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForge.
In real life, you make video game style shots.
Yeah.
Curry fires. Oh!
Oh, Stephen Curry.
Oh!
So in 2K, if you make a basket, you're greening. They call it greening.
Yeah.
So in real life Steph or 2K Steph, who would win a shot competition?
We talked about 2016 and being on the cover, and now, like, as the ratings have gone up, like 99 from three and all that type of stuff. I still feel like the real version would win, so I'm taking myself over myself. It's weird.
So one of the most popular moves in 2K is called the Curry crossover.
Funny now, these new generation of kids coming through, like telling me like I've been working on this move and they named it after you.
So your shot.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Moments away, the setting in North Carolina, the Spectrum Center in Charlotte. The Hawks taking on the Hornets. For the Atlanta Hawks, only 3 losses in the entire postseason. This is a team playing with tremendous confidence. Hornets, Hawks, the Eastern Conference Finals continue. Welcome back to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. The battle for the East has been a runaway 3-0 series, but that could all change tonight in Game 4. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hulk, and now the Atlanta Hawks starters. We've got Jalen Wells, and it's Junior in at the shooting guard position. And for Charlotte, Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. And it's Scott in at the 3. So Atlanta will get the first possession. You look at Charlotte, they are on their heels, facing elimination down 3-0 in these conference finals.
Well, they're a desperate team, and desperate teams are unpredictable. Some just roll over and give up, while others continue to fight. We'll see what they're made of tonight. The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And it's good for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Hawks foul. Bates. First personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. The 3 is up. Counted from distance. Miller's got 5.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
And the dunk by Junior.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Ball left side. Baseline jumper. The rebound by Atlanta. Here's Junior. And Junior throws it down.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Pass to Miller from downtown. It's hauled in by Bates.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Down low, Scott. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here's Junior outside.
Whoa! Oh, sweet move.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Rebounded by Blair. Hornets trail by 3. Ball outside. Oh, stolen by Junior. And a fast break now for Atlanta. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Junior's got 12.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. And it's Blair in at the 4 slot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against the Hornets was a big factor. He had 25 points and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? No question he was a catalyst for their Game 3 win. Looking to follow it up with another big performance tonight. Guys?
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
And the important thing now is to keep that momentum going. You want a player building on his positive results.
All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
To the middle. Here's Junior, and he banks in the layup. Junior's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
The 3 ball. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one. Here's Webster. Inside. Here's Scott. And he dunks it down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it. And they need more of that.
That's tipped. Oh, stolen by Junior. And now the Hawks on the break. Here's Hayward. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second team foul.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Hornets trail by 12. Nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Blair. And another basket for Charlotte.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
To the paint. Here's Junior. Deflected. 41 seconds left to play in the second quarter. 13 feet out. And that one hits the back iron.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look. Just couldn't finish.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Over to the wing. Pass to Blair. To the right side. Clock at 6. They get the rebound. Oh, denied by Hayward. On the wing, Junior. Good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Atlanta going into the break up 12. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And we're back with more action from the Eastern Conference Finals on 2K Sports. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. A 12-point game. Kicking off the second half. Here's Jordan on 5. They've got Junior, and it's Bates in at the 4.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Junior passes to Hammonds. His first shot attempt. No good on the shot. Charlotte's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Miller. No good with the triple. Atlanta leading by 9. To the middle. Here's Junior. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Junior's got 25 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Hammonds, pass to Junior. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Down low. Tipped. Here's Miller. He's got 12. The rebound by Atlanta. Bates has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Junior. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 27.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And the Hornets call time here. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
So both teams making some...
Substitution.
Both teams changing it up here. A 3 from the inbound. That one is off. And so it's Atlanta ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Defense is setting the...
Atlanta, 63.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. Atlanta leading by 20, and it's Blair in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Drew the pass to Junior, and a missed layup.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Into the lane, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, what I like is not only have they been forcing turnovers, they've been capitalizing on those opportunities.
And following that, the number of second-chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
And Charlotte making a change here. Ball's checked in, and he gets the bucket.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Ball with a steal. Now the Hornets moving it up. Tipped away. Good D by Wells.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Offensive board.
Textbook defense on display. That's exactly how you guard against the jump shot.
Well, good footwork, good assertiveness, able to...
He's covered by Wells.
That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Here's Junior. And missing. Hornets trail by 16. Here's Ball. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And that one falls for Ball.
You got to respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
And the dunk by Junior.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
And Ball gets it to go.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Wells, that's good.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight, and they need his offense right now. But his shot is just not falling.
Hawks foul. Number 11. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. All no good. Atlanta leading by 14. To the inside, Junior. Soft touch off the glass. Junior's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Miller, the pass to Ball.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Ball outworks the contact inside.
And I love how Ball will fight for it, getting around that inside physicality.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. And out of bounds, Charlotte will have it. Scott's checked in for Charlotte.
Handling for Charlotte. Scott.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. And he's going for the lob. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. And it's Junior missing.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
The Hawks lead by 12. Wells, the pass to Junior. Here's Bates. And that one is hammered home.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter here. Ball against Junior with the 10-footer. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And there aren't many feelings like this in sports. Knowing you've earned a trip to the NBA Finals, a special moment for the Hawks.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
Boy, what an impressive showing from them here in these conference finals. Right from the jump, they look like the more dominant and confident team, and they just steamrolled their way to a sweep in this one.
And there was never any doubt who the best team in this series was. They didn't just beat their opponent, they decimated them, not even allowing them to win one game in this series. They have to feel good about themselves heading into the NBA Finals.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Junior.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Junior, yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. And it's 37 points now for Junior.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
The playmaking ability of Ball. So crafty and skilled at finding his guys.
And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. And out of bounds, the Hornets will take it.
Now in for Charlotte, Miller.
Here's Gaines. And so the Atlanta...
That's the end of the game. We hope you enjoyed your evening and hope to see you soon. Safe travels home, everyone. Your Eastern Conference champion.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And this place is rocking after the starting lineups. It's been a very one-sided. So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. They've got Flag, and it's Queen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Atlanta, they've got Junior, and it's Hammonds in at the point. You look at Dallas, they have the opportunity here to sweep the NBA Finals and do it with a win out on the road.
And talk about a potential display of dominance. But sometimes these games are the hardest to win. And you know their opponents will fight hard to deny them the sweep.
Now here's Thompson, just 5 on the clock. Pulls up at the elbow, off the left rim and out.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Pass to James. Knocks it down from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Inside.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the night now. And both free throws good for Junior.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
It's James with the drive.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
To the inside from 8 feet. The shot that time not on target. Thompson passes to Junior. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And there's James from the arc. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Junior, 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Gill, pass to Queen. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
And the dunk by Junior.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Here's James. Following the score by Atlanta. And a fast break now for Atlanta. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That one drops. He ties it up. And so James will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The layup misses.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Junior outside. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage.
Yeah, he just establishes position and stands firm. That's how you earn your rebound, with strong, solid technique. Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
James, left side. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. James has got 10 points.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
1:19 left to play in the first. Nicholson with the bucket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's James. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And he's 5 of 7. Getting into a nice rhythm offensively.
And it'll be Atlanta with their first time out of the game here.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
On the court right now for Dallas. James is out there with flag. And it's Queen in at the 5, roaming the paint. The score now all even. Queen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against the Mavericks was tremendous. He finished with 30 points, and he did his work from both the floor and the free throw line. A statement game from him where he took his play to the next level. What's he have in store for us tonight, guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Pass to Queen. Here's Gill. 5 on the clock. Here's flag. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Down low. Here's Junior. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Marion passes to Queen. Here's flag. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Hayward.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Wells. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Wells has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
James passes to Gill. Here's Queen, guarded by Hayward. And here's flag outside. Kept alive. Queen. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Knocks down the long J. Marion's got his third bucket of the night.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Well, you can tell when a shooter is confident. He shot that like he knew it was going in.
To the middle. Here's Junior. And the dunk by Junior.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Queen. 6 points for him. Pass to flag. The 3 is up. The shot comes out. Good if it goes. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been...
36. Man, your Hawks Youth Dance Team.
And the energy is palpable in this arena. Welcome back to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. The Mavericks lead by 3. They've got Junior. And it's Hayward in at the 5. And that's the group for Jordan Ott as we begin the second half. Pass to James. That 3's off the mark.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
That one goes. Count it. James has got 16 points.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end. What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
It's James on the wing. Pass to Gill. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. From deep, Junior. The putback. Hey, the slam by Hayward.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
And Dallas calls time here. And Dallas. So it's Atlanta now. It's a three-point game. On the court right now for the Mavericks. Junior, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
And here's Flag outside. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Good.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Pass to Queen. Inside. And that one's good. Flag.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
And just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Now, he's not just trying to score. He's trying to embarrass someone. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
And Atlanta making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. James is checked in. Here's Junior. And Junior throws it down hard.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Covered by Junior. Rebounded by the Hawks. Hayward's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Still searching for his first bucket. You wonder how far ahead they'd be if he was playing anywhere near his full potential.
All right, time for an injury report.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Mavericks. He said it's a sprained wrist. Doesn't look like any torn ligaments, but considerable pain and swelling. He's not returning tonight. Shouldn't be out too long, but we'll see. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel.
And I'm sure the training staff is doing everything they can to ensure he's back out there as quickly as possible.
Pass to Queen. Here's Gill. From deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Junior. Count it. Good. Junior's got 10 points in the quarter. Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 1. 1:49 left in the fourth. And with this brief pause, let's take a look at our player of the game.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got his 6th rebound on the night. James outside. Pass to Flag. 1:14 left to play in the fourth. Yes, it's good.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
And the dunk by Junior. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Here's flag, defended by Thompson. Money!
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch. And this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. And it's rejected. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
It's picked off.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And they need to continue to play with urgency.
In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense is money.
And how about the finish there? The rise up for the slam. That might put this game out of reach.
Well, if you want to seal the deal, that's the way to do it.
That one a little long. And Hayward has got the ball here for the Hawks. To the inside, Junior.
Yes! And they do have a foul to give if needed.
And Dallas calls time here. They're trailing by 2. 12 seconds left in the fourth.
T-shirt crew is looking for the loud fans, so get up and get crazy!
Here's flag. Pass to James. And buries it from deep.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They trail by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth. Your thoughts, guys?
Down 1 with just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
Here's Junior.
That's the end of the game.
And they've done it. The Dallas Mavericks have won the NBA championship.
Please get home safe, and we will see you again very soon.
Well, it doesn't get any better than this for a player. All of that effort, all of that time you put into it, and now it pays off with an NBA championship.
An incredible display of resilience. Seemingly every time they were challenged, Grant, they rose to the occasion.
NBA, I have to give props to the front office for making all the right moves. And the coaching, just phenomenal. And then, hey, it's a players' league. Those guys came out and took care of business.
And thanks to everyone out there who's been with us through this entire journey. Take care, and we'll see you next season.